Hey guys, we haven't done a whole lot of videos on the Mach 1 lately, but trust me, progress is getting done. I'm putting that stuff together in a video format for you to see, but since it's hotter than hell outside, I just decided that today I'd show you how to restore some headlights. I got a new set from the junkyard. I'll explain why and kind of what we're going to do with them. So, to start, got two sets of headlights here. These are the original set that came off of my car. These are what I got at the junkyard today. We'll just look over them real quick together, and I'll show you why I decided to just grab a fresh set. The original headlights. This is the passenger side. It's got a weird shine. I don't know if it can be seen on video, but somebody has gone in and clear coated this at some point. Same with this one. This is the driver's side. It came off the car. You can see some of the oxidation here in the marker light side, as well as we can see some of the runs and the weird shine from the clear that somebody put on. And then kind of the reason why I decided to just get a new fresh set is you can see some slight cracking in the lens there in the corner. And what I'm going to do with these, it's not going to fix any of that cracking that's seen in the lens. So the set that I got today, obviously a lot more oxidized. You can see that it's pretty much got a film over it, kind of yellowed. But if you see right here where the hood was probably covered in this light at some point, there's hope to bring that shine back out. Looking over this several times, the only real problem I found was here on the passenger side. There's a little bit of scuffing in it, but I think that that's going to sand out when we do this process. These are factory Ford headlights. That's why I went with that instead of just ordering a driver's side headlight. Got kind of even shine over it. It's got that clear part up there where the hood was probably covering it at some point. So step one of this process is going to be just washing it, get all the dirt off of it. So we'll cut over to that real quick and go from there. So again, first thing I'm going to do is wash these. Just got a water hose, headlights. So I've got a few different sandpapers. This is the correct way to do it. I got 1,000 grit, 1,500 grit, and 2,000 grit. The higher the number, the finer the grit. I've got a little sanding block for some of my flatter areas, but for most of this I'm probably just going to use the same sponge that I just used to wash them. Basically, by using the sponge, it distributes the force that I'm putting on the lens and doesn't create my fingerprints in the lens itself. So I've got my 1,000 grit. We're going to start as coarse first. Take my sponge and just wrap the sandpaper around it. I've got a little spray bottle with a little bit of dish soap in it. It doesn't even need dish soap in it. I just put it in there. It can just be water. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be the fancy kits again that they got at the store. Just water. Okay, take my 1,000 grit and I'm just going to start sanding on it. It dries, you'll see the whole thing is fogged up. Here's the other one for comparison. See how it's dulled out more? So at this point you could move up in grit. I am going to actually sand with 1,000 a little bit more because I want to get the best results as I possibly can. So as you can see, I sanded most of my headlight, the direction of the headlight here. What I'm going to do now is sand down the headlight to kind of cross my previous sanding scratches. So if you look real closely, you might even be able to see those scratches that I just created. Don't worry, those scratches will disappear. Trust the process. As I say a lot, is it's got to look worse before it can look better in this type of situation. So now we're going to go with the headlight. that matte finish. So now what I'm going to do is take my 1000 grit. I'm going to set that to the side. 1500. And if you can guess what we're going to do now, nice and smooth, 200 in my headlight in my little soapy water. And just like before, sand the heck out of it. I couldn't find wherever my 3000 grit sandpaper is, but 2000 will work just fine for final step. Again, rinse and repeat, as they say. 2000 grit water bottle. Get it wet. 2000. Sand away. I would go over it with 3000, but I don't know where mine at, so 2000 is going to be just fine. We are looking good. Okay. Alright. Let me go grab my buffer and we'll shine this thing back up. Alright, so I had to change up angles a little bit here so that I could get set up with a buffer. It's kind of hard to do this by yourself if it's not on the car. So I just prop this up on a pot and put my old header panel up behind it to hopefully kind of keep it from throwing the light. But I've got my buffer here. You can do it by hand, but since I got a buffer, I'm gonna do it with a buffer. I use Wizard's compound. Any compound will work, obviously. I just like Wizard's products. So, okay, and then just like that. Our headlight. You can see I put this blue tape on here. That was just to protect this black rubber piece. If you've ever buffed anything before, you know that it's kind of a pain to get compound off of rubber. So saved myself some trouble by masking it off. Let me go ahead and grab that other one. Again, these are the ones from the junkyard. So before and after. Time to clean headlights.